Something you guys may not realize about me is that I love a fake corporation. Um, Not a fake corporation that kind of takes your money and embezzles it and it's not a real thing. Hi guys, welcome back to the City Aperture channel. My name is Jose and I go by City Aperture. Today, I have a new project for you guys. Something you guys may not realize about me is that I love a fake corporation. Not a fake corporation that kind of takes your money and embezzles it and it's not a real thing. I mean a fake corporation kind of like the one for the shirt that I'm wearing right now, which is Pied Piper. And if you're familiar with the TV show Silicone Valley, Pied Piper is the fake company inside the TV show Silicon Valley. So I love that kind of thing. I love shirt or clothing that makes a reference to a TV show, something that doesn't really exist. So today I'm going to spend some time making clothing or modifying some of the clothing I already own or I have bought specifically for this, to be honest with you, to be from some of the shows that I like. So let's just jump right into it, I guess. One of the things about this is that it's not the most accessible thing to do because I'm going to be using a machine that's specifically for cutting vinyl, right? I happen to have a Cricut. I have the Cricut Explorer Air 2. I actually bought it quite cheaply at the time. It was on sale. But we'll talk more about Cricut and the other vinyl cutters after this. So why don't we just watch how we did it and then we'll go on from there.
So this is the Cricut software. They call it Design Space. You want to click on New Project. Once you have the new project here, you want to go down to the bottom and you want to say Insert. And then here's where you can upload an image that then you're going to convert into a file. So here we can upload one. I'm just going to grab the Hooli logo, drag it in. And here you can see you can select 3 different options. For this one, simple is good enough. And then what you want to do is you want to get rid of the white, right? And in this case, I'm also going to get rid of the blue. The reason I'm getting rid of the blue is because I want to be able to print it in 2 colors. Just get rid of everything white, everything blue. You also want to make sure you get inside the letters. So in this case, inside the O's, like that. There's also a couple other tools, so you can zoom in, but then you can also grab the eraser, and well, I'm gonna click it. It's kind of like the Magic Wand tool in Photoshop, and then we're gonna go over and grab the eraser, and then you can just grab the eraser. There we go. You can change the size, but you can also just erase. Ooh, I went too far. There we go. You can zoom in around and just erase as you need. Like that. And now the black is ready to move on. So click down here. And then you have the option of cut and print. So we just want to cut. Give it a name. So you can give it a description or tags or whatever, but I don't need that. Alright, and now that's ready to insert. But before we do that, let's get the blue now. So simple again. And now we're going to click out all of the black letters. Now you can do this inside the software, but I found it to be easier doing it this way. And again, just using the eraser to clean up. You can also divide it when you're in the software, but sometimes I like doing it this way better. There we go, cut again. Name. Again, not only tags or description. Okay. And now you can see we have both parts. The name. And we're going to want to insert both. You can insert them at once or individually. And there we are. Now we just got to line it up. So put this here. Grab the blue part and move it to its location. I'm just doing this by eye, it doesn't have to be 100%. I'm going to make it blue just so it's easier to see. I think that's pretty good. There we go. No, don't more. Okay, that'll work. I scale it down to the size I want to cut it. You can see the rulers at the top, so that's how I know. I transfer it to make it. So you can see we have two colors. Right. Just want to make sure they're lined up where you want them. And it'll pause between each cut. So now we can go ahead and cut it. You gotta make sure it's mirrored. That's the other part. Because we're using clothing vinyl. Alright. And now we just gotta go to the machine and plug everything in. There you go, cutting. Once it's cut, we go to the weeding, which is taking away the parts that we don't need. So with the blue one, there's very little going to be left behind. But there it is. And the black one, like I said, we cut this separately. It's just a matter of peeling it away, getting in the other parts. To make stuff to cut it, I just use an X-Acto knife. Here we're ready to using the iron. You can use an iron. This is the Cricut made iron. Now we line up the blue on top of the black layer. And take your time lining this up. I speed it up and then we use the iron one on top of the other. I'm moving it, you can usually leave it on place and then peel. And there it is. That's finished. And as you can see, I made quite a few others. Not all of them were multiple color. This is, which one is this? This is the Parks and Rec one. Or Greendale Community College. There it is. And for Parks and Rec, this one took a long time to weed out. And I printed it big because printing it too small was difficult. Of course, Lost Dharma initiative, and that's it.
So there you guys have it. That's how I made this sort of custom clothing for fake TV show companies and other organizations and TV shows using my Cricut machine. Well, let me first show you. So, obviously I made this one, which is the Pied Piper one. I love Pied Piper. From the same show, I also made one for Hooli, right? For both from Silicone Valley. You've also got Dharma here, right? The Dharma initiative from the TV show Lost. I've also got City of Pawnee, right? Obviously from Parks and Rec, for those that don't know it. And I've made other tools that I have in front of me. Here's for Greendale Community College from the TV show Community. Hashtag 6 seasons and a movie. Yeah, so I made a bunch of them. I just TV shows I like. You can make your own. I showed you how it is that I take the file and I convert it inside their software. The thing about it that I try and make stuff here or show things that are easy for anybody to do. This one you have to have the machine. I guess you could print out the logo and trace over the thing and cut. I may try that at some point. See if you can cut through the vinyl and not cut all the way through. But that's difficult. The machine really makes it much easier. I will say this machine started starting to come down in price. I bought mine from Jones Fabrics. So from Joanne Fabrics, and I got it in special. They were selling. It was on sale because I guess the new one was coming out. I forget. So I got the Explorer Air there. I pulled it up. I think the maker's sort of their newest, latest machine at that size, right? And that one had just come out, so the one I bought was discounted. I paid $160 for it. I paid less for it at the store than if I had ordered it through Amazon. So I just sort of jumped on it at that point because I kind of been wanting one. I know they just came out with the Cricut Joy, which is a smaller machine, right? It uses, I think it's only like a 6-inch ribbon or even less, maybe like a 5-inch ribbon. I can check real quick. 4 foot long. I don't say how wide it is, but anyways, it uses a thinner ribbon so the area that you can cut is not as big, but it's more affordable than the maker. The maker can cut even wood, so they're good machines. I also think there's other brands out there. You can buy some discounted, some cheaper ones and bigger ones through eBay. I've never tried buying those, but I know some people that have. So yeah, it's not the most affordable thing, but it's getting there. And the vinyl is inexpensive to get at this point. You can always find, if it's not the Cricut brand, you can find the Michaels brand or the Joann's brand on sale often, so, or on clearance. So yeah, it's getting the machine, but you can do so much stuff with it. I'm going to work on some other things with it. I'll have some other projects using that machine. So yeah, I'm sorry it's not the most accessible project, but it's getting there. And it's all about ideas to a degree. So hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, come back next week, like all that stuff, and I'll see you guys next week.